Hey guys, look, thank you for checking out this video. It's a little bit different from my normal stuff. So it's been a long time since I built a PC. I did a little bit of research, I checked out a couple of my favorite YouTube channels, but in the end I went with CyberPower in the UK and I bought a pre-built system. It's all arrived. I am really excited to get these boxes open. Okay, so we've gone for the Corsair 220T. If you look on most adverts, it's got lots of RGB fans. Really nice. We've actually gone for the CyberPower addressable RGB fans, 4x 120mm. Great, no problem. They seem to work and look just as great as the Corsair ones. So we've taken the tempered glass side off. I really love this kind of mesh. It's like it's magnetic. It just sits over the grills and stops the dust from getting inside. But I've taken that side panel off, and you can see we've got this. I don't even know what you call this stuff, but it just keeps all of the components in place. It's really tight. It stops anything from moving. Okay, this little bag. This is a typical SI thing. Because they basically get all the components just like you would if you were building your own system. When you open your motherboard packaging or your PSU packaging, you have loads of spare bits. No one needs everything that's in those boxes. But what CyberPower and most SIs do is they stick it in a little pouch, helps pack out the inside of your case, and they just send it to you. It's great because if you need to do any upgrades in the future, assuming you don't want to replace everything, if you just want to, add a new hard drive or, change a graphics card or something, you've got all of the little extra bits in here. Really good stuff, guys. So one of the things I was worried about at first was how well is the SI going to cable this? If it was mine, if I'm going to put all of this money and time into building a machine, I'm going to spend ages routing the cable in and try to keep it as clean and tidy as possible. As you can see, CyberPower do an amazing job. This is fantastic. For the CPU, I've got an AMD Ryzen 7 3700X, which is a Zen 2 processor. This thing has 8 cores, 16 threads, 3.6 gigahertz. It's a power horse. It draws about 65 watts typical. At launch, this was the equivalent of an Intel i7 9700K, I think, which also has 8 cores, but no hyperthreading. The motherboard is an MSI X570A Pro. It uses the AMD X570 chipset. It supports up to a Ryzen 9 and 4400 speed RAM. It has a couple of M.2 slots, 4 DIMM slots for up to 128 gig of RAM. It's only got a single 1 gig network card, which is fine for gaming, but it would be nice to have dual NIC. It would be even nicer if they stuck a 10 gig NIC for things like virtualization. PSU is a 750 watt, 80 plus, silver certified 750M from Corsair. It's a modular power supply, which is nice, especially for cable management, but there isn't a lot more I can say about PSUs. Now for graphics, we've got an AMD Radeon RX 5700 XT, which is the 50th anniversary edition, 8 gig of GDDR6 memory. This thing has 40 compute units. It's DisplayPort 1.4 with DSC. It has typical draw of 230, 240 watts. So we've also got the Cooler Master Liquid Light 240 liquid cooling, 240mm radiator AIO, and 16 gig of DDR4 3000 dual channel Corsair Vengeance LPX with heat spreader. For storage, we've got a 500 gig WD Blue M.2 NVMe PCIe SSID, 2400 megabytes per second, and a 2 terabyte Seagate Barracuda SATA 3 6 gigabits per second, 7200 RPM hard drive. My monitor is an MSI Mag 241CV, which is a 23.6 inch curved display with 1 millisecond response, 144 Hz, 1920 by 1080. Everything about this PC is pretty awesome, and I really need to say thank you to CyberPower. Let's turn the lights on, let's see what it looks like. RGB fans look amazing. I really like turning this thing on and letting it go through its little light show. Quite often I do choose to just have red because I like that it matches my CyberPower keyboard, mouse, and keyboard gaming mat thing, whatever it is. But I love these lights. It's great. At the moment, you'll see I've got some cardboard boxes acting as an extra desk. That's for my work laptop. It's definitely been relegated for now. I need a lot of things. We're in the middle of fixing up this house. I probably should have spent the money on fixing up the house rather than the PC, but we just won't tell my wife at the moment. I really like this PC. Thank you, CyberPower, and welcome back to the PC Master Race.